Mate, why did you have stem cells injected into your penis? Shirt, by the way. I like it.
Oh, thank you.
We are here at the Bullet Proof Conference 2016, and Dave, hi Dave, good to see you, mate.
Good to see you.
Has very kindly donated 20 minutes or so of his time for me to pick his brain a little bit. I'm going to just dive straight into it. I saw you on stage. You know who Dave is, right? If you don't, just click on the link that's a little bit below here and you can check out all of his stuff. Bullet Proof Exec. Mate, why did you have stem cells injected into your penis?
You know, everything on the body can be hacked.
Okay.
And I had stem cells taken out and cultured and all that to work on an old knee injury, an old shoulder injury, and some like upper cervical things.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I have leftover stem cells. And I talked with the doctors and I'm like, what else can you do with these things? They said, oh, put them in your face. And like, I'm looking more youthful. I'm like, and what do you do with the rest of them? And they said, well, we have this thing called the P shot. So you can inject stem cells into your penis. And when you do that, it restores, I think they call it youthful vigor.
Okay, that's a good phrase. I like that. Okay, youthful vigor.
But it actually can increase size, but it's more about like feeling like a teenager again.
Okay.
So, not that I had any problems down there.
No, of course not. It was working perfectly.
Prowess and ability, at least so I've heard. But I've lived 180, and I would like all parts of me to continue functioning like they did in my 30s, rather than to, perform worse.
Yeah. So that's kind of the goal, is to be living well, strong, having sex, just having a good time until you're 180.
I would like to go beyond 180.
Okay.
But the deal is, I want to always have the energy that I should have had when I was 30. I have way more energy now than I did when I was 30.
Yeah.
But I want to maintain or improve. I don't want to decline.
Okay.
And I'm doing everything that I can, and like $1 million worth of things so far.
Yeah.
And growing. Because what else would you invest in? Like it's one of the most important things you can do.
Yeah. And so you said like since you were 30, so is it right, you were obese, big lad then?
I wasn't obese when I was 30. I was obese in my early 20s.
Okay.
So when I was 23 maybe, I hit 300 pounds.
Okay.
And I'm probably about 220 right now. I've put on some muscle recently.
Yeah.
I'm reasonably happy. New York Times said I was almost muscular. I'm like, great. Those are the ones who live the longest. Like if you're excessively lean or you have too much muscle mass, you don't live as long. If you have too little muscle mass, you don't live as long.
Right.
So I want to have that Goldilocks zone.
Yeah. You're really, really detail oriented. Would you say?
I'm profoundly lazy.
Okay.
Right? I want to get the most done in the least amount of time. And I'm a computer hacker by training. Like Silicon Valley, 20 years, cloud computing, all that kind of stuff. So I really zoom in on what do I need to know about a system in order to measure its state. And we had to do this. It was very hard to do that on the internet. And now we can tell, how is it possible that what we are talking about now is magically going down through some wires across a random number of servers on random pathways, reassembling itself into someone's headphones while they're driving on a road, coming in through through cell phone networks. Like, it is damned amazing.
Yeah.
Instrumenting that system was really hard. That's what I did.
Okay.
And once you instrument it, then how do you control it? What we do biologically is different, but very, very similar. So I'm only detail oriented to the extent that I need to know enough details to change the system, to know how it's doing. I don't need to know everything. And that's a hacker's perspective. A control freak's perspective would be they need to actually go in and know everything. And that is, in my mind, a fool's errand, because you cannot know everything. There's too much. It's like, I have a life-size map of the United States. What would you do with a life-size map? It does nothing. It actually is the United States.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So we run into that problem. And I have quantified my degree of detail orientedness.
Okay.
There's something called the Kolbe score.
I love it. Go on.
Kolbe. And all Bulletproof employees do this. We all have a scorecard. And we quantify these things. It's only 4 metrics. And it measures your instinct towards things. I'm a 4. It ranges from basically 1 to 10. So that means I need to have enough detail. Someone who's a 9 is like, I have to have every detail. And I hire some people like that because, man, they're really good at knowing details. It's not my job. Yeah. And I have people who are 1s who are like, let's just do it. I'm like, maybe you might want to know a little bit more than that. So I'm in the middle of the road on detail, but I'm very high on, it's not on the Colby score, but on the, I'd like it to work,
Yeah.
and I'd like it to work in as little work as possible. And that's why I pursue things the way I do.
Okay. Okay. Take a cut there.